Hey guys, it's Kevin, and welcome back to another episode of the Hopcast. Today we have a beer review for you, and that is of Coconut Vibes Batch 1 from Shared Brewing Company. This is a Shared, for those of you who don't know, is a side project collective. Um, and they do pretty small batch stuff, but some of their beers, like the Coconut Vibes series, Barrel Aged Coconut Vibes, and others, are pretty sought after and notably very delicious. This is a 13% alcohol by volume stout, and it's a pretty big bottle. It was brewed 10/20/17, so over 2 years ago now. Now, the difference between batch 1 and batch 2 of Coconut Vibes is that batch 1 was brewed with a fourth of the coconut of batch 2. So batch 2 is a lot more sought after because of that pop of coconut. I have that one as well, but I wanted to give batch 1 a try before it gets too old. There's actually, it looks like some coconut residue on the inside of the bottle, maybe. Pretty interesting. This one is one I've been wanting to drink for a while, and I didn't get it till recently. Unfortunately, it's a little old, but we will see how this fares. Imperial Stout with coconut. No barrels here. I've had the barrel-aged coconut vibes. It's out of this world good, and I would love to get my hands on another bottle of it. So without further ado, let's jump right into the review, shall we? See what this sucker has to offer. It kind of makes me sad opening that. I've had it. It's been in here so long. No, it smells pretty decent right out of the bottle. We'll see how it pours, shall we? Oh, it's thick. It's thick, all right. You can tell it's definitely a little bit older. Pours kind of viscous. You can actually see the chunks of coconut floating in it. And it's kind of on the sides, collecting on the sides. I don't know how well you can see that in the glass, but it's leaving behind lots of lots of coconut residue. Whoa, coconut everywhere. Yeah, so I didn't get any of the coconut left behind in the barrel aged version that I tried, but I only had a little bit. So complex smells here, to be honest with you, for a non-barrel aged imperial stout. Complex malt bill. You can tell there's lots of things going on in there. The coconut, honestly, I can still smell it. I've heard it's started to fall off quite a bit now. There's not too many bottles of this out there anymore, I would imagine, out in the wild. So it's a great smell. Nice roasted malts, great malt character, and the coconut just rounds it out perfectly. So without further ado, let's give this guy a try. That's interesting. You can taste the sweetness from the coconut. It just fills your mouth. I get the burn on the back end from the booziness of the beer. It's 13%, but not a whole lot of other like barrel character or anything like that to kind of smooth it out. So I feel the booze a lot more than I have on some alcohols that are a little higher in percentage. Not a bad beer by any means. Just you can tell that it's gotten past its prime. Give it another taste. Oh, look at the amount of coconut that's collected there on the side. Oh man, this is just giving me flashbacks of the barrel aged coconut vibes. I think they definitely enhanced the malt bill as we had the future batches. It's very good though. I'm a big fan. It's tasty. Um, the coconut taste is not. It's kind of like a subtle sweetness. The oils from the coconut didn't really thin the beer out too much. Um, Other than the fact that you can see the coconut literally everywhere in this beer, it's not too overpowering. And considering the fact that they used 4 times as much in the second batch, that's kind of ridiculous. I'd love to try that one. I have it, but I haven't. That's going to be a special one because I've heard it's absolutely bonkers. And that is the one that I believe that they use for barrel aged coconut vibes, if I'm not mistaken. So, very good beer. Let's give it another taste. Mm. I like it. It's not an everyday drinker, but it's nice to say that I crossed this one off the list. Um, Coconut, subtle. I love when breweries use real coconut, though. When you take a coconut extract and you compare it to the real thing, and I'm telling you, for those of you that aren't familiar with brewing, there's some adjuncts that you add to a beer that you have to use an exorbitant amount of, and coconut is one of them. Um, I'm talking like pounds and pounds and pounds per gallon to really get the desired coconut flavor that you want to impart into the beer. So they did a nice job here. Considering the fact that batch one only has a quarter of the amount of coconut, it still tastes pretty good. I like it. And it's staying in the glass a little bit. Delicious beer. Great little brewing project, I guess you could say. It's a side project of side project. See what I did there? I am terrible with jokes and puns, so you'll have to excuse me for that. But it's pretty good. I like it. The verdict, I would say, definitely not as good as the barrel aged version. And the bottle is aged a little bit, but the coconut flavor is still very subtle, very sweet. And the malt character of this beer is pretty complex. It's got a lot going on. And I think I'd give it a 4.25 out of 5. I'm a big fan of coconut in beer, so I think that they did a nice job here. That's going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you see and you have any questions about the beer or you want to add anything down below in the comments, please do that. Let me know, do you think coconut's good in a beer or not? I'd like to hear your thoughts on it as well. As an adjunct, I think it's one of my favorites, but I know some people don't like it. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and smash that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'll catch you later.